Yeah.
Excuse me. Welcome and what's up, ladies and gentlemen? What a time for that timer to hit 0 as soon as I'm about to cough. My name is Kevin, the Philosopher Boss, and I am not hosting a geek match. So surprise, I'm hosting a TMG singles match for my best friend Papa West, doing him a favor tonight. And I got my best friend JB3 joining me on the desk. What's up, buddy?
I'm doing all right, man. It's good to be here. It's TMG singles. TMG is the trivia. It's always fun to co-host with you and co-host for TMG. Yeah, you're right. It's not geek, but it is the singles division, and it's pretty exciting.
That's right. And we got to brush up on our singles, myself and Papa West at least, because we got a big match coming up. Those of you out there that are keeping up with, some trivia, know what matches we have coming up. But anyway, let's introduce the match we have today. It's a tournament match for the number 21 versus the number 28 seed. So we have number 21 Robert Castner taking on number 28 Robby Moore. What are you thinking about these two players?
I know a lot about Robert Castner. I've seen him play in a lot of different leagues. I know that anyone who plays against Robert Castner has a mountain to climb. I have never seen this other guy play, and that makes me even a little bit more excited because, when people come in where you don't know, and I don't know if Robert knows anything about him personally, but I know when the mystery is there, that can really cause problems for people's gameplay. So I'm curious to see how he'll do, and it should be a pretty good matchup.
Much agreed, and I can't wait to see Robby when he gets out here either. So let's bring him out first. He is number 28 ranked in the tournament, and he is Robby Moore. What's up, buddy?
Not much. Just ready to play.
Ready to play. All right. So you have advanced in the tournament. Who did you beat in your last round? Did you played already one round or no?
Didn't catch what you said.
Did you play already one round?
Yeah, I played against
Gotcha.
Calvin Shepard.
Oh, that's right. You beat Calvin Shepard. You know what? Papa West actually sent me these notes. I'm just a bad host, and it's all good. You know what? It's all good. I'm going to go now to my notes and be like, hey, guess what? You TKO'd Calvin Shepard in your debut in the tournament. So congratulations for that. That's a huge accomplishment because Calvin Shepard beat my ass over in Jack of All Trivia, and he is nothing to scoff at. He is a very good player. He's a director himself. Like, he's super into movies. So you've got to be feeling good coming into this match. Have you studied Robert coming into this match?
I watched his first round match a while ago, but not much other than that.
Okay, well, that's fair. And how have you studied otherwise? You've been just watching movies?
Yeah, watching movies all the time.
You know,
reading Wikipedia.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, double it up. I noticed some people will strictly watch movies, and there's other players who will strictly study some Wikipedia pages or even some articles that they read. But the fact that you've done both could really be beneficial, and I think that it's going to make the match even more exciting.
I agree. Anything else, JV3?
I don't have anything else. I was ready to see Robby get down in some trivia.
Same here. Let's go ahead and drop Robby to the back, and let's meet his competitor. He is 1-0 in the tournament, and he is one of the first people to win in TMG trivia. He beat Jeremy Adams in the first round of the TMG tournament, and he is Robert Ghost Castner. What's up, buddy?
My son says it all, and you said it. I beat Jeremy Adams in the first round. That means this tournament inherently is flawed because that never should have happened in any tournament in existence, but it happened. It was actually like a year ago. It's before I knew I was going to have a child. That's how long ago that was. And my child's 4 months old now. So
That is a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's a while.
I asked my wife, I was like, remember what I did? You went to this? She's like, yeah, that was like a year ago. I was like, oh, you're right. That was a year ago. I just tried to get the timeline correct.
I've been around too now.
Yeah, and it's also really impressive because if anybody knows about Jeremy Adams, I'm pretty sure he used to write questions for the Schmodown.
He did, and he used to do it for Full Metal, and I believe he writes again for Multiplex because he's back there doing those stuff. So,
right, and that's impressive because as a showrunner myself, writing questions can be one of the greatest forms of practice and studying.
Ask Joe Bailey how much and writing questions.
That's right.
Well, Robert, have you watched any of Robby's matches?
I did, much like Robby. I did watch his match because it's funny because they filmed ours afterwards, and he's like, "Do you know who you're playing, or do you know who won that?" And I guessed wrong, but I had watched it previous to that, so I watched it like even more than a year ago. So I did watch it. It's impressive to beat somebody. Again, I said the seedings are flawed, but when you're that much of a gap in the seedings, even though it was random, it's impressive. So I'm not taking this lightly by any stretch.
All right, it's what I like to hear. That's what a good challenge and good respect between two competitors.
Yeah,
no kidding. And for
what,
sure,
did you want me to eviscerate him? I'm not going to do that, sir. Come on.
But congratulations for sure on defeating Jeremy. I have a match against him as well coming up. So I will
just don't get Disney or Classics. You'll be probably okay.
All right, we'll move on. Okay. So your round one rules. We don't have rules, do we?
No, we do not have rules.
That's awesome. All right, your round one rules are going to work like this. You have your whiteboards, and you're going to have 10 questions in random movie trivia. So please keep your hands on screen throughout the entirety of the match, and write down your answers as we give you questions. JB3 and I will be alternating. You'll see a timer in the top right of your screen. It's just there. It's not canon. So it's just there to keep us on track as far as talking. We don't want to talk for 3 minutes at a time. So it'll keep us in check. But yes, we'll actually physically count you down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then, like we did in your first match, I'm sure Jacob did. Any questions before we get into round number 1? Oh, and don't forget your bonus question if you get all 10 questions correct.
Is Jacob not here because he partied too hard his birthday extravaganza weekend?
I think so. I think you're absolutely correct.
Okay, good. I just want to know so I know how to hound him.
I'm gonna pretend that at least anyway.
Okay.
All right. All right. So we will go. I'm gonna take the even questions. Let JB3 take. No. I'll take the. Yeah, I'll take the even questions. Let JB3 take the odd questions, and wish you guys the best of luck. You go there.
All right, fellas. As the first odd number, question number 1, and this is going to be in the category of SNL alumni. All right. All right. And Robby, if you could find a way to have your hands in the board like Robert, if that's possible, that works. I know it might seem a little awkward for you,
Just 'cause it's huge.
Yeah.
but you're good. That's beautiful right there. All right. The question in the category of SNL alumni: what SNL alum appears in the films The Benchwarmers, Semi Pro, and Grown Ups 2?
Big SNL guy.
I used to be.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, I definitely am not now. Like, I grew out of it. I feel like
Yes.
it,
4. Well, the clock is on 3, 2, 1. All right. Pins down. You guys were already in. We're going to go to you first, Robert. What do you have?
I said Rob Schneider.
And Robby. David Spade. All right. We got a dirty
All right.
sweep. All right. The correct answer is Tim Meadows.
That
Tim
makes sense.
Meadows.
Yeah. Okay.
Who also appeared in Dewey Cox.
All right, moving on to category number 2, which is in the category of Denzel Washington. Who directed 2009's The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3? Yes, it's been a minute since I've actually run a match.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a story, but yeah. So
I feel like I might have co-hosted that match with you.
that's why I'm
Got him on retainer.
forgetting to run the clock. 5, 4, 3,
And we're TMG.
2, 1. Pins down, and we'll go to Robby first.
Tony Scott.
And Robert.
Rest in peace, Tony Scott.
Rip Tony Scott for sure. Clean sweep after a dirty sweep. I like it.
Definitely had to clean up the leftover mess.
That's right. That's right.
All right, guys.
Clean it up.
Question number 3 is going to come in the category of crime. Crime. What is found in the mouths of Buffalo Bill's victims in Silence of the Lambs?
Don't have to be super specific.
Oh, well, too late.
Too late, right?
I'm not a racist. So
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. They're already down. You're in. We're going to go to you, Robert. What do you have?
moths.
And Robby.
Moth.
All right. That is correct on both accounts. That is what was in
I just didn't want somebody coming in with like the genus and species and all that.
Oh.
That would have been like,
I was like, you could say
I'm not sure if that's right.
insect.
All right. YA book adaptations is your 4th category. In what YA franchise will you find a group of people who are, oh my gosh. All right. In what YA franchise will you find a group of people who are Thurlantropes that transform into wolves? Thurlantropes that transform into wolves.
Yeah, that's a difficult word to pronounce. It's either that or Therian.
It's Theriantropes. I'm sorry. I can't.
Yeah.
What?
Therianthropes.
Oh, Therianthropes. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. It's usually
Lillian has like way better vision than I do. I can't see at all, so I rely on her for much of my.
yeah, like lycanthrope is a werewolf.
That is fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, and we'll go to Robby.
Twilight.
And Robert.
Yeah, I also said Twilight series.
That is correct. Clean sweep.
We have a tie game as we go to question number 5. The category is going to be Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep.
Mhm.
Here's the question. In It's Complicated, what is the profession of Steve Martin's character, Adam Schaefer?
This guy's doing great. 3-3. Way through round number 1.
Mad about Tim Meadows. I was like, Rob Schneider and David Spade are definitely not in semi-pro, but I was like, I don't remember who else was in Benchwarmers. And it was Tim Meadows, of course.
All right. 5,
Love it.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right. You guys are both in. Robert, what do you have?
I never actually watched this movie, so I said lawyer.
And Robby.
I also have not seen this movie, so I said writer.
All right. Well, you guys are close. It is architect. Architect.
God damn it! That's like it's in the top 5 of jobs.
Indeed.
All right. After some good guesses there, we're through 5. In round number 1, we have a tie score 3-3. As we move on to category number 6, which comes in comic book films, comic book movies. What Greek city was Themistocles from in 300 Rise of an Empire? Themistocles. Did I get that right?
I believe so.
I got the approval from the wife. So, all right, we'll go with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Robby.
I'm not sure. Athens.
All right, and Robert.
Second match in a row, I've gotten 300 Rise of an Empire question. I said Sparta.
Athens. We're looking for Athens.
That makes sense.
So Robby taking a lead.
All right. It's the first
Yep.
lead of the match.
Yeah.
We're going to go to question number 7. And it's in 2000s horror, guys. Here is your question. In The Mist, what kind of building do David and the others look for supplies in, but have to leave because it's been overrun by spider-like creatures?
And this is where Jacob likes for me to say that Robby's strength is 2000s horror, and if you participate in TMG singles, you're guaranteed to get a question in round number 1. So play in TMG singles because you're guaranteed to get a question.
Yep.
I'm never gonna do that in Geek. Sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it away, JP3.
All right. We're going to go to you first, Robert.
I didn't know. I said school.
And Robby.
Military surplus store.
All right. You are both incorrect. The correct answer is going to be, it is a pharmacy.
Oh.
All right, some tough questions here in round number 1, but that's all right. We will move along. And question number 8 comes in Robert's strength of Friday the 13th. And the question, for both of you. What kind of item does Jason use to kill Alice Hardy at the beginning of Friday the 13th, Part 2?
Oh, my favorite Friday the 13th question. I've heard it a bunch.
Robert, quick to the board.
Yeah. Sparta's a city-state. I should have just said Athens like I thought. Dummy.
Yeah, dummy. No.
Dummy.
I never would have thought of that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Let's start with Robby.
I don't know. I said pitchfork.
All right, and Robert.
Right in the temple. Nice pick.
Ice pick is what we were looking for.
Tying the game back up. So far, a very close match in round one.
Right.
As we go to the penultimate question in the round. Oh, I hate that so much. All right. Category is musicals. Question is, what country does the film Cabaret take place in? Did I say that right? I need Lil's help too.
You did. You know, I have a YouTube TV, right? And I record a lot of movies, and this is one of them. But I put it on so that I get a notification. So literally on my phone, anytime Cabaret comes on, it's like, hey, you can watch Cabaret now. I'm like, cool. I've been able to watch Cabaret for 2+ years.
Right.
I just keep forgetting to turn that off.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. I'm gonna go to you first, Robert.
Velkommen Bienvenue, Germany.
And Robby. Oh wait, no, don't erase it. Don't erase it. We didn't see. We didn't hear or see.
What'd you have, Robby?
I said Germany, but I'd already erased it.
That was a glitch.
No, he still has it on there.
All
It
right.
showed. It showed on my end that it was showing, but
Oh, I thought he still had it. I am willing. Yikes! Tight.
So that's fine.
Yeah, there was a glitch.
Unfortunately, I don't think we can give the point to you, man, because we couldn't
Had it,
see
like-
the.
I
my
said
camera it showed it.
Yeah, you're just on a delay and a glitch.
Yeah,
Robert, what was your opinion, Robert?
I understand, but we were trying to like tell you not to erase it, and like as soon
I'm of the opinion you could just give it to him. That's fine.
Well, Robert says give it to
I'll
him,
take
Kevin.
the L. That's fine. No, I'll take the L. That's fine.
I'd leave it up to you.
I'm gonna stick to my guns and say that. Yeah.
All right, just leave your answers on the board a little bit
Yeah,
longer.
just leave your answer on the board if you
Just
can.
in case.
All right, question number 10. As always, in TMG trivia, comes in plot synopsis. I'll read you the plot synopsis of a movie, and you give me the movie. Here's your plot synopsis. During the Napoleonic Wars, a brash British captain pushes his ship and crew to their limits in pursuit of a formidable French war vessel around South America.
I have never seen this movie, but that sounds cool. Like as a synopsis, sounds pretty neat.
All right, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, and we will go to Robby first.
Master and Commander.
All right, and Robert.
Master and Commander, Far Side of the World.
All right. They both hit it. Master and Commander. That's what we were looking for. Great
All
job.
right. And that brings us to the end of round number 1.
Yep. All right. And we have a 1-point lead by Robert, 6-5. And we'll move to round number 2. You want to throw up the rules, the geek rules, since they're the same, basically? I'm pretty sure Jacob moved to 5 questions. All right, here's here's round number 2. You can earn 10 points in round number 2. 5 questions on your wheel spin. You get a free respin. Each question is worth 2 points. Multiple choice will reduce that to 1 point. Opponents can steal if you miss So make sure you give the correct answer. Remember, please keep your hands on screen. Repeats, challenges are still in effect. Nobody's used a repeat or a challenge, so all 3 repeats for both players, and each player still has their challenge. All right, so let's go to, oh yes, I need to share. That's another thing I forgot to do, sorry. Let's see if I can figure out which one I need to share. It's this one. All right.
The old wheels.
The old wheel ski. All right. So on tonight's wheel, we have comedies. Friday the 13th, Crime, Wizarding World, Denzel Washington, 2000s horror, 1980s, Star Wars, and of course, Spinners and Opponent's Choice. So, since Robert has a slight lead, let him choose first, or choose if he wants to defer or spin first. Sorry. That will
Who made
be
this wheel? Joe Fairley, David Garcia.
I thought the same thing, to be honest with you.
I mean, there's a lot of geeky stuff on there that I care. I will defer, Robbie.
Oh, I'm sitting here and I'm like, are we sure this isn't a geek match? Anyway, all right. So he's going to defer. So, Robbie, you will spin first. And are you ready, sir? Robbie, you're good to go?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Here's your first spin. Your first spin lands on the Star Wars franchise. Would you like to keep it, or would you like to spin away?
Spin away.
Spin away. All right.
Spinning away from Star Wars. It's interesting. Oh, that's a popular category.
I could just feel like the energy, the force pulling me to those questions. All right, we'll spin away though. It's okay.
Well, maybe it will come back up again.
To the dark side of the force. No, I'm just kidding. Speaking of
opponent's choice.
Speaking of the dark side of the force.
Yep.
Opponent's choice. All right. So, Robbie, you get opponent's choice. Robert, would you like me to move it down so you can see what what you have to choose from, or would
No,
you know
we'll do Star Wars.
they'll do Star Wars?
Yeah.
All right.
See, told you it came back to you.
It came back to me,
You just had to be
Protecting the
patient.
future.
and now I look like a huge asshole. I'm just kidding. All right. So I will take these questions. I would take the first round of questions no matter what they were, Robbie. Just messing with you. But here we go. Your first question in the realm of Star Wars for 2 points, unless you'd like to go to 1 point. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Who says the quote, "Through the ages, I've seen evil take many forms. The Sith, the Empire. Today, it is the First Order. Their shadow is spreading across the galaxy. We must face them, fight them, all of us."
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice it is. Is it A, Lor San Tekka, B, Maz Kanata, C, Rose Tico, or D, Amelin Holdo?
B, Maz Kanata.
That is correct. For
Snag
1 point.
Tie in the game. Nice.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, your second question. Who plays Shmi Skywalker in the prequel trilogy?
Multiple.
Multiple choice. All right. Is it A, Pernilla
Mhm.
August, B, Leanne Walsman, C, Bonnie Pless, or D, Aisha D'Arker?
B.
B, Leanne Walsman is incorrect. So I'm going to go to Robert for the 1 point steal. And I'll repeat the question and the multiple choice. Who plays Shmi Skywalker in the prequel trilogy? Pernilla August, Leanne Walsman, Bonnie Pless, or Aisha D'Arker?
This is a mean question. It's a mean question for a non-strength category. I believe the answer is A.
You believe it, and it is true. Pernilla August, I can't disagree with you on that one. So, all right. A tough question, but Robert able to get that 1 pointer there. All right. Your third question in Star Wars. What was Biggs Darklighter's call sign during the attack on the Death Star in A New Hope?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, Red Leader, B, Red 2, C, Red 3, or D, Red 4?
C.
C, Red 3 is correct. That was a good call.
Man, I feel like that might have been a guess, and it was a good one.
It was a pull from the Force, and it was a good one. All right, we will move on to the next one. The next question, your penultimate question. In Rogue One, Galen Erso has hidden the Death Star plans under what project name?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Stardust, B, Pegasus, C. Supernova, or D. Desolation?
A.
A. Stardust is correct for 1 point.
Man, the force is strong in this young one.
I was gonna say, the midichlorian came up with this one.
Taking the
Might
lead.
be over 20,000. All right. Your fifth and final question in Star Wars. In the original trilogy, 4 people ignite a lightsaber: Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Han Solo. What is the one thing Han does with the lightsaber?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, cuts off the arm of a Wampa, B, kills a stormtrooper, C, scares away a Minoc, or D, cuts open the stomach of a Tauntaun?
D.
It is D, cuts open the stomach of a Tauntaun, 4 points. And he keeps Robert away from those points. Robert only getting 1 steal point there. And nice job, man.
Navigating away through a non-street category. That is the way to do it right there.
That is what you got to do when you're handed opponent's choice. Great job.
That's a good job.
All right. So let's go back to the wheel. And Robert, you are up. Are you ready, sir?
Yes.
All right.
Glad we got to hear those Star Wars questions.
I am too, actually.
Thanks, Luck.
And I thought they smelled better. I thought they smelled better on the outside. Friday the 13th is what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, I'll take
That was a bad assumption, but
no, it's a good assumption because I
that is Robert's strength, so I am gonna assume.
Thanks, Wheel. Wheel wasn't nice to me. Wheel wasn't nice to me last time.
Robert has a nice wheel tonight.
Yeah, it's a nice wheel.
All right, so JV3, you want to take the horror questions tonight, the scary questions.
All right. Category is Friday the 13th. We're going to go to question number 1. There's 5 questions. And of course, if you don't know the answer, you can go to multiple choice. Okay. There has still not been any repeats and no challenges have been used yet. So you both still have 3 of those. If you don't know the, if you want me to repeat the choices, you have once per game. You can do that. I'm pretty sure that's the rule. I'm just guessing. Question number 1, Robert. What is the name of Clay's sister who he is searching for in 2009's Friday the 13th?
You want to hear a weird thing? I watched an old match of mine because it came in my feed from like 2 years ago. And this is a question I didn't know then, but I know it now. It's Whitney.
That is correct for 2 points, tying the game. Here we go. We're going to go to question number 2. Who directed Friday the 13th, Part 2?
Steve Miner.
That is correct for another 2 points. All right, question number 3. What part of the house is Crispin Glover's character killed in Friday the 13th, the final chapter?
Gets stabbed with a fucking wine opener. It's in the kitchen.
That is correct for another 2 points.
Best dancer in a Friday the 13th movie.
All right. Question number 4. What is the name of the ship Jason X is primarily set on?
the Grendel.
That is incorrect. All right. Chance for a 2-point steal. Robby, do you know the answer? What is the name of the ship Jason X is primarily set on?
I don't know.
No guesses. Okay. He
Yeah,
doesn't
I
even
know.
have a guess. Hey, I feel you there. All right. The correct answer is the Tiamat.
I'm going to challenge.
He's going to challenge. Okay.
Wait, before I do that, can I hear the question again? One more time.
Yes.
What is the name of the
One
ship
free repeat.
Jason X is primarily set on?
It's primarily set on the Grendel. The Tiamat's the ship that comes to try to rescue them. So I'm going to challenge.
Okay. We got a challenge.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we'll be right back, folks. Let me put on some soothing jazz. Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, so after looking into this challenge, Robert is correct. The majority of Jason X is on the Grendel, Grindel. So that will we are gonna throw out the question because that we didn't even have that as an option. But we do have a backup question to ask.
Wait, so because usually when you get the question right, if it's wrong, you usually get the answer. So we're just throwing the question out.
I mean,
I just want that to be, make sure I understand.
Is that a motorcycle?
yeah. Okay.
No, it's a lawnmower.
Oh, lawnmower. Okay.
You answered it on a 2-pointer. You didn't go to 2. You didn't go to.
He did not.
Okay, then you get 2 points. Then. All right. I'm sorry. I was confused, I guess, and thought you went to 1, or thought you went to multiple. My bad.
All right. So the challenge, yes, he was correct. You won your challenge, so that will give you the 2 points. We're going to go to your final question in the round.
Okay.
It is going to be this: who composed the score for Friday the 13th, A New Beginning?
Well, he did most of them. Harry Manfredini.
That is correct for another 2 points. Perfect round 2 for Robert. All right, and that'll bring us to the end of round number 2. As my beard glitches out, I can't. All right, and we will head to the final round.
Hmm? All right. So round number 3. This is a little bit different than we've seen in other TMG leagues. Jacob has introduced a wheel. So let me pull up that wheel, and I'll explain.
Another wheel, baby.
You gotta love the wheels. All right. So this wheel, it has each player's strength on it. So Friday the 13th, which is Robert's strength. 2004, which is Robby's strength. And then it has a random mix comedies, for Star Wars, and then a randomly thrown in time travel movies. So it's a random mix of regular movies, movie genres. So what'll happen in round number 3 is we will spin this wheel for each person, for your 2-pointer, your 3-pointer, and your 5-pointer, and you can spin. You could get say Friday the 13th for each one of those. Doesn't matter. So you're not like if you get it for Friday the 13th, then you're not you're not like you don't have to not use it for another one. Okay, so let me look at what Jacob sent me. All right, whoever's in the lead gets to spin first. Person with the lowest score will answer first. All right, just making sure. I just want to make sure I had all my bases covered here because
So I get 2 respins and he gets 1. Is that the deal? I forget.
I did see that. So
Okay.
1 free respin. Both competitors will have 1 free respin to use for any of the 3. However, the competitor who is in the lead gets a second respin. So that would be Robert. So, all right. So Robert gets a second free respin to use. So let me make the note on my card. All right, so there are your respins. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead. That's already been free spun. And all right, so whoever's in the lead gets to spin first. With the lowest score answer first. That doesn't really make sense to me.
No, so you're spinning 3 times for me for my 2, 3, and 5. So I get first dibs at stuff, and then
Oh, gotcha.
and
Okay,
then you will
okay.
answer once all the
Oh, okay, gotcha. So we basically get your
yeah, the round 3 categories now.
your categories first. Gotcha. Okay, let's go ahead and spin it for you first.
Okay.
So your 2-pointer, right?
Yep.
Unless you would like to respin, of course. 2,000 score.
I'll keep it. Screw it. It's fine.
All right. And then we just go all the way through yours. Sorry, guys, I hate asking.
No, you're good.
Right.
Yeah, we're doing all mine.
Okay, so we go all the way through the lead player. Okay. Probably should have clarified. All right, so Star Wars. You want to keep Star Wars for your 3-pointer?
Yeah, I'll keep Star Wars for 3. I am wearing a Mandalorian shirt after.
This is true. This is the way.
Yep. This is the way.
All right. So here we go for your 5-point spin. And it stays on that side of the wheel, 2,000 sword. You want to keep it for your 5.
No, I'll use my first respin.
Wants to use first respin. All right. So you got 1 respin left after this.
It'd be funny if it landed on it 3 times. I kind of
It stays on that side of the wheel and lands on Star Wars.
Sure, I'll keep Star Wars for 5.
Okay, you're gonna keep Star Wars for the 5.
It's probably gonna kill me as well.
All right, Robby.
Okay, now, Robby, your 2-pointer. Now that I know what the hell I'm doing. I'm pretty sure Jacob's in the background too. If I'm not mistaken. He was at least. All right, time travel movies. How you feel about that for your 2-pointer?
I'll keep that.
You'll keep it, okay. Your 3-pointer. $2,004.
I'll keep that.
Okay. And the 5-point spin with a respin did the boot. Time travel movies.
I'll use my respin.
All right, he's going to use that respin. See if he can get something a little better.
Probably end up with Star Wars.
But you can't. But that's
Right. So he gets 2,000 horror. All right, so nothing lines up, so that works.
Yeah, we're good to go.
All right, yep, we are good to go. All right. So, JB3, if you want to take Robbie's questions, I'll take Robert's questions.
Sounds good to me.
All
Robby,
right.
are you ready?
Yep.
All right. So here is your 2-point question in the category of time travel movies. What year saw the release of Bruce Willis of the Bruce Willis sci-fi thriller 12 Monkeys? Remember, you have 3 repeats if you need them.
1995.
That is correct for 2 points.
Yeah.
Awesome pull right there. That was a hell of a pull.
But 1995 is.
All right, we're going to go to your second question, and this is going to be in the category of 2000s horror for 3 points. How many Saw films came out in the 2000s? You still have all your repeats.
Yes.
Sorry, what was that? Let's wait for the connection to clear up a little bit.
Yeah.
I know he said something. What was that?
6.
That is correct for
There's
3
in the
more
2000s.
points.
That's it. That's 6 is right. Yeah.
All right. Good pull as you go to 14 points. All right, this is your final question. If you get this question correct, we will go to Robert to ask some. If you miss this question, then Robert will be the winner of the match. For 5 points in the category of 2000s horror, here's your question. In Scream 3, what is the subtitle for the third stab film?
Stab. Third one is Return to Heaven. What? I can't
Can you say
remember.
that again? Can you say that one more time?
In Scream 3, yeah. I might guess. Yeah, I guess it's Return to Woodsboro.
And your winner
Woodsboro?
That
by way of technical knockout.
he said the correct answer. He got it right. It's
What?
yeah, Return to Woodsboro. It is correct.
Oh shit! Oh. I'm gonna have to get that. Oh, my bad. I was looking at the wrong question. My fault.
All right.
I
that
was
is correct
looking.
for
I had
5
I
points.
had my mouse over that one, and I wasn't looking at that one.
I was like, wait, what? No, that is correct. You got
No.
5 points, bringing you to 19. Perfect round 3. If there's any way to go out, and since the round 2 you had, that is the way to do it. We're gonna go to Robert for 2, or at least maybe more, but at least 2 questions here.
All right. Nice pull there, Robbie. Pulling all 10 of those points. And so we go to Robert. 2 points is in 2000s horror films. Who plays the matriarch of the Coleman family, Kate Coleman, in Orphan?
Damn it. I knew this was gonna happen. I should have rice spun on that. Oh, you idiot. Julia Stiles.
That is.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Vera Farmiga. Vera
Oh.
Farmiga.
Yeah.
All right. So that's all right, though. You got plenty of questions to go, and you got some repeats. So your 3-point question comes in the realm of Star Wars. Star Wars. So your 3-pointer. In A New Hope, how much money does Obi-Wan offer to Han in total to pilot himself and Luke to Alderaan?
17,000 credits.
And your winner, Robert Ghost Castner. Excellent job, buddy. Jumped the gun a little early there. Earlier. Looking at the wrong answer. That's what happens when you get rusty. Great job. How are you feeling about this match, and how are you feeling about moving on in this tournament?
I've not, when you don't know a whole lot about someone, sometimes you get a preconceived notion how you think the match is going to go. And this match went so much in my favor, but I made a strategic error, and that was when you have 2 respins, you shouldn't really, when you have that lead, make sure you feel really comfortable in the 2s and 3s. And I should have, had I just respun the 2000 tour, I would have got a 2 in Star Wars and a 3 in Star Wars, and that probably would have been better for my psyche.
Right.
I've had 2 questions about Orphan, and I've missed them both because I've never seen that movie. So I played strategically bad. Fortunately, there was an internet issue, because if not, we'd be going to the 5-pointer and probably overtime. The wheel was really kind to me a lot, especially in round 2, obviously. And he was, Robby did well to navigate through those. There were some tough Star Wars questions in there. Obviously, again, not knowing much about him, just sort of went off the fact that he spun away from it. Unless he was doing the greatest rope-a-dope of all time, which would have been hilarious if I screwed that up. So I was just very fortunate. When I missed that too, I was like, I'm going to blow all 3 of these questions, and I'm going to look like a really big jerk. But fortunately, that didn't happen. Fortunately, there were questions, especially in the Friday the 13th, in my wheelhouse that I've answered a bunch in other leagues. So I'm glad that paid off, and looking forward to going to round 3.
Nice. So that next round 3 entails the winner of Richie Goodacre versus Ryan, the quote, Permison. Are you looking? Would you rather play Richie Nemo Goodacre or the quote?
I've played both. Usually in like Full Metal Classics. I don't think I've ever played Richie in a standard match ever. I think I've played Ryan once. Either one will be interesting. I assume if I play Ryan, quotes will be on it, so that will be fun. I don't know what Richie would put on. Probably something I don't know. So either way, it will be a hilarious time. But yeah, round of 8. We're in the round of 8 now. We're the Elite 8. So
there you go. Hey, good times.
Yep.
All right. Well, congratulations, Robert, and we'll drop you to the back. And we'll bring Robby to the front and talk to him for just a minute. All right, Robby. So you made it this far to the Sweet 16, couldn't quite make it to the Elite 8. How are you feeling today?
All right. Having some shitty internet sucked, but could have been worse.
Yeah, that
I thought it was going to be
a-
worse coming out of round 2. So.
Right. The internet thing was definitely not a fun decision to make on my end for sure. And then, it was just one of those things you have to deal with. But But you're a hell of a player, and I look forward to seeing you. You play in singles, and if you can team up with somebody, then I think you can do a great job in singles and teams, man.
Yeah, I want to do more, so look forward to that.
For
So.
sure. Yeah, absolutely. JB3, what you got for Robby?
Oh yeah, I just want to say, all things considered, that was unfortunate, but regardless of the results of the match, when I mentioned earlier that the seeds are the seeds, they're just numbers, but I know for a fact that when you're playing a player like Robert Castner, you have a mountain in front of you, and I feel like you climbed that mountain. I mean, you were right there with him. He got a strength, he got a strength in round 2, you got your weakness in round 2, and then you persevered in round 3 to make him answer questions, and I think that's commendable, sir. I think you did a great job, and I think that you could take on anybody in this realm of movie trivia, so you definitely should play again in the future.
Absolutely. We look forward to seeing you soon, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So let's let's wrap this one up. So JB3, what are your closing thoughts on this match, buddy?
Great match. Just like I thought in the beginning, I thought it was going to be very competitive. And round 1, they were neck and neck. Robby took the lead, and then it was a tie game again. And then they went into round 2 the way they did. Like I said, round 2, unfortunately, bad luck hit Robby. Good luck hit Robert. It was a big gap in points, but the round 3 showed the type of player that Robby is. And even though he may be a newcomer, I think he's here to stay.
Dude, yeah. I mean, getting all 10 points, fighting back in Star Wars, like point for point, is just like he did what he had to do to keep a 19-20. No, he didn't get knocked out by Robert Castner. Like that's something to feel good about at the end of the day. So, those are those losses that you feel good about, ultimately. But yeah, I've been your host at the end of the day, Kevin Poss. This has been JB3. Thank you for hosting with me, buddy. My beautiful wife, Lillian, helped me in the back. Thank you, Robert and Robby. You guys did great. And congratulations to Robert as he moves on in the tournament. Guys, check out the tournament online and go on to TM Geek to check out our tournament online as well. We'll see you around. Keep geeking out.